New Mexico Attorney General Raul Torres is joining a nationwide fight against President Trump's deployment of National Guard troops.
Specifically, though, in Washington, D.C. AG Torres filed official court documents this week arguing deploying the National Guard without the consent of Washington, D.C.'s leaders is unlawful, unconstitutional, and undemocratic. He says using the National Guard for policing upsets the balance between civilian and military authority set forth in the Constitution. Torres and 22 other attorneys general are calling on the courts now to take action.
Meanwhile, President Trump is doubling down on his National Guard deployments. He announced plans to deploy guardsmen and other federal agents to Memphis, Tennessee to crack down on crime there, similar to the Washington, D.C. deployment. And city leaders in Memphis appear to be receptive to that plan.
I've had conversation with Bowser in D.C. and she has developed a working relationship with the team that is there. And our goal is to make sure that we have a working relationship with whatever team comes to this city so that we can align their efforts with the efforts of our law enforcement.
President Trump says he will likely deploy National Guard troops to Chicago next. It does seem those plans are on the back burner for now, but that announcement still sparked protests in the Windy City. Deploying the National Guard to help fight crime is actually old news here in New Mexico.
But the guardsmen here are not being used in the same way as Washington, D.C. Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham deployed them to Albuquerque back in May after Albuquerque police asked for help. It's called Operation Zia Shield. And unlike the deployment in Washington, D.C., New Mexico National Guardsmen are not allowed to make arrests and are mainly here to support Albuquerque police officers. Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham was on PBS NewsHour last week explaining some of the key differences in her strategy and the results.
Well, first of all, there's no militarization of any of the policing. So you don't see tanks, you don't see men and women in riot gear, you don't see a giant troop sort of just deployed in the middle of a city. Since the start of this mission, the Guard has added 4,000 hours of direct policing time, which has led to more arrests, more deterrent, and the kind of synergistic support that, frankly, our police departments do need and I believe ultimately want.
We still don't know how long, though, the National Guard will help in Albuquerque.
Or if President Trump is planning to deploy more federal agents to New Mexico. We'll be keeping an eye on this to let you know.